website, we have sorry, I can't multitask. Here you go. On that link, I gave you the link to the graduate division's funding tab. So on there, you could see like the list of the internal fellowships and external fellowship. So if you're interested in applying to these fellowship, you could look through there to see like which one you're interested in getting as well. So these fellowships changes per year and per semester as well. So I would recommend if you are interested to look throughout the year, look throughout the semester, and look every year as well if you're interested in those. I think we have someone who have a question.
Yes, I'm Lentao. You can just call me Tony. I'm an incoming student for the cognitive science PhD program. I have a question about the financial support for employment and or fellowship. So on the letter, it says the minimum amount is 24K per year, while during the presentation, like during my visit at UCM, I think the department advertised for like a guaranteed financial support for 34K. So what does that extra 10K of financial support contingent on anything?
Honestly, I am not too sure as it's different per graduate group. So for that one, it's graduate program specific. So if you wouldn't mind, Lintao, you could send us an email so that way we could send it to whoever could help address your question. Because for funding, for any funding specific questions, I won't be able to address it because I don't have access to your funding information or your financial information. That will be through a different department.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask another question about specifically about like international students? If we want to let's say like register like as a DMV or like applying for like an apartment and we need a permanent address in the California, can we just use the address of let's say our department or like the graduate division?
For international students, international students will have a workshop during the week of Grow as well. So I don't know any specific in regards to like international students because there's a different unit, there's a different department on campus that helps international students. So once it gets closer, you'll be working with Lacey Longbehart or Becky Mirza from Office of International Affairs. So they will be the ones that will be able to address like your specific questions regarding like anything that international students may have regarding paperwork or anything, housing and things like that. They should be able to answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
Great question. Does TA-ship mean you own your own course or working under an instructor? So for TAs, typically for TA-ship, if you have a TA-ship, then you'll be most likely working. It also depends. So there's seminar courses, there's lab courses, and there's discussions. So for those, you will have to attend those lectures, and then you run your discussion and your lab courses. So when you receive if you receive a TA-ship for the fall, you will have the courses that you are assigned to, and then it will also have a list of the instructor that you'll be working with, and then you will be reaching out to that instructor to lay out like what are the expectations of you for that course. So it's really dependent on like whatever that course that you are assigned to and what your job duties are for those courses. So I hope that answers your question. But if you have in the past, if you are assigned to any lab courses and any discussion courses, then you are the one who are running that course, but you're also attending those lectures courses, right? But if you're only assigned to the seminar courses and to the lecture courses, and there's no discussion or lab courses, then you're attending those seminar courses, and then you're working with the instructor of record to see if there's any like other like groups studies outside of the labs that you're running and etc. So all of that will be between you and your instructor of record. Who can we email for clarification of TA-ship or fellowship? So for your question, you could email us your specific question, Shakrika, I'm sorry. You can email us, and then depending on like what your question is, then we could defer your question to whoever can address your specific question. If I didn't answer your question generically here on our office hours. Or yes, or you could email Martin, also included grant funding on there as well. Is it possible for us to meet or connect with students who are already in the IH program? For that, it depends on your graduate group. I know in the past from public health, they do have events like this where current students are meeting incoming students. So it's really dependent on your graduate group. I'd say if you're interested, you could email your graduate chair to see if like they are hosting an event like that for incoming student. It just depends on like the capacity and like the interest of your graduate group.
Does anyone else have any questions that they want to communicate via the chat or raising their hand on Zoom?
Perfect. Thank you for sharing.
We'll just wait to see if anyone else has any question. We are here to help you all in the chat. I'm gonna just reference the newly admitted guide that we did send out to you all via email, but I think it's just a good resource to have. It's like a one-stop shop for some important dates, important steps, and just any information and answers to some questions that you may or may not have. I know my colleague Jess just joined in, but if there are no other questions, we can just stick around for a little bit longer to see if anyone else has anything that comes up. And if not, you are all are free to go. I know, Paku did a really great job of answering all the questions that came about.
Yeah, feel free to stick around, or if there's any questions that come up, feel free to jump in or use the chat. I would strongly suggest if you have any questions, feel free to reach out now until you hear more information in August. Any questions that come up, feel free to just email us so that way we could help you. Really look through your UC Merced email. If important information is always being sent there, so if there's any changes to the schedule or anything that come up with graduate division or with our school of SHA, then we always send it to your UC Merced email. Yeah, thank you for joining. So we've talked a little bit about TA-ship and fellowship, the difference between that. When we also did like a brief overview of when GROW or graduate orientation week would take place and things like that. And also our dean shared the, I don't know if you see the chat, but then he shared the newly admitted guide. So just emphasizing checking your UC Merced email once you create it, because all the information will be sent to your UC Merced email. If you have any specific questions in regards to TA-ship and fellowship, email us. So that way we could help you and we could redirect your questions if you have any specific questions that we cannot help answer. Our email address is, let me put it again, shaw.grad@ucmerced.edu. So that's our generic email address for SHA. What else do we say? If you're international students, you will be working with Lacey Longbayhart or Becky Mirza from Office of International Affairs. So they will be the one, your point of contact if you have any questions in regards to housing or any of your paperwork. They will have a specific workshop for international students during the week of GROW as well. So information in regards to GROW will be forthcoming as that will be taking place in the first week or the week before instruction starts. So I believe that is August 15th will be the projected start date of GROW. For GROW, there's going to be a schedule that will have a list of required training for you to attend with graduate division, and then SHA will also host a training as well. So all of that will be included on the email communication coming from graduate division and graduate resources from graduate division. I'm sorry, repeating myself. But yes, if there's any other questions or any events that's coming up, then we will be sending that through our generic email. And then graduate resources from graduate division will also be sending out communications that way as well.
Perfect. And, just to kind of reiterate, I know you asked for a recap. I just wanted to let you know that the recording will be made available. If you want to, at any time, kind of go back and rewatch what you missed.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, does anyone else have any questions? Of course, thank you. If you all, thank you for your time, and we can break. If there's no further questions, you're all welcome to leave. Thank you. We'll stick around just in case anyone else has any questions. Thank you all. Perfect. Thank you, Paku, for your help, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for putting this together. And thanks, Jess, for joining us, Jess.
Hi, everyone. I'm out here. It's like 80 degrees in Wisconsin. It's hotter than
wow.
I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, thanks for helping, Paku. And I know we still have a couple students, so thanks to our students for joining. I know Paku said she could stay if you guys have more questions, but if not, feel free to hop off. Yeah, thank you everyone. I think I'm gonna hop off right now. I just wanted to take a little break. There's 4,000 prospective students at this event, so just really talking to a lot of students today.
Wow. Have
Yeah,
fun.
it's great. Very busy. Okay, everyone. Thank you to our students, and thank you, Paku, and thank you, Martine.
Perfect. I think
Bye, Jess.
Bye.
break, and have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.